I think we're seeing a lot of these birth pangs that Jesus spoke of, but we're also seeing this alignment of Russia, Iran, Turkey, and other countries forming this alliance against Israel.
The future of our planet holds many uncertainties, and one undeniable fact is that Earth will eventually come to an end. However, recent developments from Israel have sparked global interest and concern, suggesting that this end may be closer than anticipated. The significance of these findings has captured the attention of officials and individuals alike, instilling a sense of fear and urgency worldwide. Throughout history, various religious beliefs have foretold specific prophecies that would manifest as signs of the impending end. One such prophecy revolves around the second coming of Jesus, surprising many with its relevance to current events. In this captivating exploration, we will delve into these prophecies that have gained the attention of both policymakers and the general public, unveiling their potential significance in our modern world. Just when we thought the chaos of the pandemic had subsided, the world is faced with even more astonishing revelations. It appears that prophecies dating back centuries from Christian, Muslim, and Buddhist traditions are starting to materialize. While some may dismiss these prophecies as mere tales from the past, their gradual fulfillment is becoming increasingly eerie. So what do these prophecies entail? The nation of Israel, situated in the Middle East along the Mediterranean Sea, holds immense historical and religious importance for Christians, Muslims, and Jews alike. Jerusalem, its capital, is home to numerous sacred sites such as the Temple Mount, the Old City, the Western Wall, and Mount Zion, all of which play a pivotal role in these prophecies. Israel holds a special significance in Judaism and Christianity, being referred to as the Holy Land, while Jerusalem is revered as the Holy City. These religious traditions consider Israel as the sacred land that encompasses the essence of their faith and the presence of their messengers. In Christianity, Israel holds particular importance as it is the location where significant events of Jesus' life and death took place. In Islam, Israel is also recognized as a significant land, and Jesus, known as Hazrat Isa, is esteemed as one of Allah's messengers. Islamic teachings indicate that certain prophecies will unfold, signaling the second coming of Jesus. One of these prophecies relates to the construction of the first ever temple, known as Solomon's Temple, which was built by King Solomon on the present-day Temple Mount in Jerusalem. This temple was a testament to the worship of God and existed between the 10th and 6th centuries BC. However, Solomon's temple met its demise during the Babylonian siege of Jerusalem under the rule of King Nebuchadnezzar. Subsequently, the second temple, commonly referred to as Herod's Temple, was erected. Initially a modest place of worship, it underwent significant redesign and reconstruction, featuring impressive walls and columns during the reign of King Herod the Great. The second temple stood for more than 580 years until its destruction by the Romans during their invasion of Jerusalem. These historical events and the significance of the temples hold great importance in understanding the religious and cultural heritage associated with Israel and Jerusalem. The concept of constructing a third temple emerged as a response to the destruction of the second temple. The Jewish community sought to create a temple that would not be susceptible to destruction, surpassing the grandeur of its predecessors. However, the endeavor of building the third temple is far from simple. Numerous countries, particularly those with Islamic backgrounds, have long opposed this idea. Jerusalem, a city shared by Israel and Palestine, has been at the center of the controversy. Different countries recognize West Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, while considering East Jerusalem as the capital of Palestine. This complex situation is further complicated by the presence of the Dome of the Rock, an Islamic monument situated on the Temple Mount. Jewish visitors face discouragement from visiting the area, and their worship is restricted there. Moreover, some scholars have cast doubt on the traditional Jewish belief that the previous Jewish temple stood on the same site. This skepticism has sparked debates and discussions. In response, researchers and scholars, including British archaeologist Robert Hamilton, have conducted investigations to shed light on the matter. Hamilton's exploration beneath the Al-Aqsa Mosque, conducted in the aftermath of an earthquake in 1927, revealed the presence of a mikveh, a Jewish ritual cleansing bath, beneath the mosque's floor. This discovery has captivated attention and added another layer of intrigue to the ongoing discourse surrounding the temple's historical location. The recent discovery of the mikveh has put an end to speculations and brought forth significant findings. In Jewish tradition, the mikveh holds immense importance and is associated with natural water sources called living water. During the time of the Second Temple, it was utilized for ritual immersion before entering the Temple Mount. These groundbreaking discoveries, which date back centuries, were deliberately kept hidden in the British Mandate archives to prevent any unrest among Islamic officials. However, locals consider this evidence as a decisive confirmation of their beliefs. As anticipated, the Sanhedrin, an authoritative Jewish tribunal, has commenced preparations for the construction of the Third Temple. Even farmland and forests are being cultivated to meet the future temple's requirements. One of the essential prerequisites for rebuilding the temple is the acquisition of a flawless, unblemished red heifer. This unique cow must meet specific criteria. It should have never been pregnant, milked, or used for work. The significance of the red heifer lies in its ashes, which, when mixed with water, play a vital role in the purification process for Jews participating in temple services. Rabbi Jane Richmond, a respected figure in Israel and former international director of the Temple Institute, has been actively involved in the mission to bring a perfect red heifer back to Israel. The meticulousness behind this purification process aligns with the biblical instructions outlined in Number 19. However, the journey to secure a suitable red heifer is no easy task, requiring considerable efforts and dedication. With only a limited number of red heifers used in purification rituals between the first and second temples, their rarity is well known. However, Rabbi Jane Richmond and other knowledgeable rabbis from the Temple Institute have taken on a bold mission to overcome this challenge. Their determination knows no bounds as they employ modern scientific techniques and collaborate with an experienced cattle farmer to breed a red heifer. By using frozen embryos from North America's Red Angus cattle and implanting them into Israeli domestic cattle, they aim to achieve the desired outcome. But breeding a red heifer is no simple task. Strict criteria must be met. The red heifer must be born in Israel and be physically flawless, without any marks or abnormalities. It must remain untouched and dedicated solely to the temple rituals, having never been used for work, particularly plowing. To ensure success, Rabbi Jane Richmond extensively studies ancient texts and incorporates scientific methods into the process. However, the red heifer is just one requirement for the temple. The training of the Kahanim, a special group of priests, is another crucial aspect. Led by the Sanhedrin and the temple movement, they undergo comprehensive training to learn the proper actions, manners, and use of equipment needed in the new temple. Additionally, the construction of the new altar, vital for offering sacrifices, must take place at the original site on the Temple Mount. The altar is designed to be easily assembled and disassembled, providing flexibility until it finds its permanent location. The meticulous efforts and dedication of Rabbi Jane Richmond and the involved parties exemplify their commitment to fulfilling the requirements for the temple's construction. The determination of the Jewish community to build the temple stems from their long-standing restriction to enter or worship at the previous temple site, which is currently controlled by Muslims. This has motivated them to undertake extraordinary measures in order to establish a sacred place for their religious practices. Orthodox Jews view the construction of the temple as the key solution to address the challenges faced by the Jewish people and the broader world. However, a major obstacle lies in the control of the Temple Mount, which is presently under Muslim authority. Overcoming this hurdle requires political action, rather than relying solely on legal measures. To navigate this complex situation, Israel's Judicial Council ruled that the issue surpasses the jurisdiction of the law, urging exploration of alternative approaches. International organizations, regional states, and countries outside of Israel may serve as mediators to facilitate a resolution. It is crucial for leaders from different faiths to collaborate and work together in order to realize the rebuilding of the temple. Returning to the prophecies mentioned, the Bible, particularly the books of Daniel and Revelation, alludes to the appearance of a figure called the Antichrist in Revelation 13:13. It suggests that this Antichrist could emerge as a future political leader. There is a belief that a future leader, possibly forming an agreement with Jewish leaders, could play a role in the rebuilding of the Third Temple. This interpretation suggests that this leader would seek the support of influential figures around the world to support the construction. While this concept can be interpreted in various ways, there are notable efforts being made to bring about the realization of the Third Temple. The journey towards rebuilding the temple has been a fascinating blend of ancient traditions and modern technology. It is an endeavor that requires collective energy and dedication. As plans progress and conversations unfold, the importance of fostering a united future based on respect and understanding becomes increasingly evident. The question remains, will the red heifer be successfully reintroduced, and will the Temple Mount witness a transformative change? Only time will reveal the answers. Yet through the joint efforts of diverse communities, this project may find its path forward. However, the emergence of prophecies doesn't end there. Let us now take a glimpse into the past. In the 8th century BC, King Hezekiah embarked on a remarkable undertaking, the construction of the Siloam Pool, also known as the Pool of Siloam. This pool served as a vital water source in ancient Jerusalem, ensuring a constant water supply even during times of conflict. Skilled engineers under the leadership of the king carved a path through solid rock spanning around 2,000 feet. Twice a day, water would flow from the Gihon spring into the pool, providing sustenance to the city. The Pool of Siloam, measuring approximately 53 feet in length, 18 feet in width, and 19 feet in depth, blended natural rock formations with skilled masonry. Sadly, when the Babylonians attacked Jerusalem, they not only destroyed the Second Temple, but also brought devastation to the Pool of Siloam. The Pool of Siloam faced destruction during the Babylonian attack, but it was eventually rebuilt during the time of Nehemiah. It underwent further expansion under the rule of Herod the Great. The pool became a gathering place for the poor and sick, who came to bathe in its waters. Its proximity to the temple made it significant during the Feast of Tabernacles, a commemorative event for the Israelites' liberation from Egypt. This feast served as a reminder of their ancestors' experience living in temporary booths and symbolized freedom. The ceremonies held at the pool played a crucial role in Israel's cultural and religious heritage, connecting them to their past and celebrating their journey from bondage to freedom. The Festival of Booths, also known as Sukkot, is a significant celebration among Jews, commemorating their deliverance from Egypt and the provision of food during their wilderness journey. The Mishnah, a compilation of Jewish teachings, provides instructions on building temporary dwellings called sukkahs for this holiday. It is observed after the harvest season, expressing gratitude to God and praying for abundant rainfall. The cherished tradition is widely practiced by Jewish communities worldwide. During the festival, a priest would ceremoniously fetch water from the Pool of Siloam with a golden pitcher. The crowd would joyfully accompany him back to the altar while chanting Psalms 113 to 118. The priest would pour out the water on the west side of the altar, symbolizing the words of Isaiah 12:3. These occurrences can impact nations that have disregarded moral principles. In recent times, we have observed numerous instances of such disasters affecting various regions worldwide. That's all for today. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this one.